What's up, this is GM, and before I start, I want to tell you about TubeBuddy. In case you don't know, TubeBuddy is a free website that will help you manage and grow your YouTube channel. Thanks to them, some of my videos even show up as top results. Want to give them a try? Check the description below for the link.
What is up? In today's video, we got Fioboc Men's Staingo Stain Resistant Waterproof T-shirt. Yes, that is a mouthful, but pretty much it's the Fioboc Staingo t-shirt. That's the main thing you need to know. And as the name implies, Staingo, as in stains go away. They never stay. We will show a little bit of that a little bit later on. I will show you what it looks like with putting on water and coffee so that we get an idea of how easy it is for those things to just roll off, wash out, whatever it may be. But let's see what came inside of this beautiful box that we have here. So I actually ordered 3 shirts. So first off, it came with this nice little gift bag. So if you want to gift it to someone, that is always an option. But I ordered 3 shirts because of a couple reasons. A, I wanted to get different sizes of this Staingo shirt. So I got a large and a medium because I generally wear medium, but I've noticed some shirts I need to get a size larger. So I got a medium and a large for this shirt. I also got one of their other shirts and I got a medium in that. And that was just to see if the mediums were similar between the 2 clothes, which they were. Quick caveat, I personally, like I said, go for medium. I think for me, a large probably fits a little bit nicer. If you want a slightly more snug fit, just a little bit more snug, go for your usual size. But I think going one size larger probably is better for me because I like a little bit looser. So that's just my quick caveat on that. But here we have this beautiful Staingo t-shirt. This shirt feels amazing. It looks amazing when I'm wearing it too. But let's go over some general info before we get into that. So keep in mind, link to this product in the description below. I usually try to find the cheapest reputable seller for the product, so check the description below for that. I'll start off by giving you some quick info and doing a small test so you can see this shirt in action, as I already mentioned. So we got the Fioboc Staingo t-shirt. It is made of 34% bamboo fiber, 34% long staple cotton, and 32% Sorona fiber. It is hand and machine washable. That is key because similar shirts that are stain resistant I've seen have to be hand washed. I'm not sure if those are like the first variations of these types of shirts, but this specific one by Fioboc, you can do hand or machine wash. That is very important because I'm not trying to hand wash this every time. It is anti-oil adhesion, which means it won't let things like milk, soda, coffee, sauces, etc. penetrate and stain it. So that is very important because when I buy a white shirt, that is my biggest concern. Staining this shirt, because I feel like it's too easy to stain white shirts, and this one you don't have to worry about. It's degradable and eco-friendly. Twin needled locking on the shoulders avoids deforming, never loses its shape or shrinks in the wash, which again, another really important feature when it comes to clothes in general. It has low moisture absorbing properties and moisture permeability, which is just a fancy way of saying it's fast drying, which again, really nice feature to have because if you get caught in the rain, your shirt will dry off pretty quickly. It has a high count yarn, long staple cotton, which has a longer fiber length, which means it's more elastic, durable, softer, and doesn't fade. It also has a little logo on the, let me find it right here. You might be able to see this, maybe not. There's a logo here which illuminates, which is pretty cool as well. So I think that's like, when there's a black light or whatever, it will illuminate, which I think is pretty cool if you were to wear this to a club or something. So let's go ahead and look at it a little bit closer, shall we? So, of course, we have the collar. You can see it has that red, white, and blue, which is their kind of brand color scheme, I guess, as you would call it. Got shoulders that aren't super long either. These sleeves are gonna be halfway up your arm. Not your forearm, not your whole arm, just your arm, the top portion of your arm. And then down here at the base, so I'm gonna lay this back out, you again have their little color scheme logo right there. Inside, we have the composition, serial number, and right here, and I will try to get this as best in focus as I can. Try to pause this if you need to see for the care of instruction. So wash cold, wash separately from other colors, that's very important. and dry flat in a cold, dry place, able to dry clean, ironing at a medium temperature. Another thing to keep in mind, you can iron this. I have seen similar types of shirts that are stain proof, water resistant, that you cannot iron. And I feel like that is a very important thing to be able to do on these types of shirts. And then it says, avoid barrel washing machines, never use chlorine bleach. So that is kind of like the basics of it. So I will do a test on this shirt as well with water and with some coffee. So I'm very wary with white shirts in general because it's very easy to stain. It's really easy to get dirty, and they never really last me. They always look really cheap also, because white shirts are just cheap. On the other hand, the Fioboc Staingo shirt is a complete opposite of all of that. It has the nice stretchy quality. So let me go ahead and bring a little bit closer so you can see. It is quite stretchy, and unfortunately my camera might not be adjusting too well to that, but you can see right there, it is stretching quite a bit. So there we go. Same with down here. So as you can see, really nice and stretchy. But again, if you don't want it to be too formy on your body, go a little bit size up, so that way you don't even have to really worry about it needing to stretch. That is, something that some of you might be worried about. But yeah, stays cool, which is great for the gym, but it also works as a casual t-shirt because it looks better than a normal white t-shirt. I never have to worry about staining it, which again, biggest plus. Personally, I don't like to waste anything, so I won't be showing a large scale of me just staining the whole shirt and it all coming out. Instead, I will use water, then coffee. Because water, I want you to see how easy it is for it to just roll right off. And then coffee, because personally, coffee is the drink that I drink the most and gets on my clothing the most because I am a messy drinker sometimes. So, and coffee is also pretty hard to get out sometimes. The stains from coffee can be pretty difficult once in a while. So, like I said, water first, then we will move on to coffee. So let me go grab some water to toss on this shirt, and I'm going to show you how easily it rolls off. Okay, so I got my water bottle, and we're going to go ahead and test it. I'm going to do it near the edge so that way you can at least see the water rolling off and everything, and it won't go off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by pouring a little bit of water. Hopefully it won't get everywhere. And there you go. So of course, when it hits at a large point, it will absorb a little bit, but as you can see, the water just kind of rolled off there. I'm going to go and just shake that off. And you can see it did absorb a little bit. You may or may not be able to see that small water spot, but it's already starting to dry up really quickly. Like it's just blending in now. And of course, most of the water rolled off. So things to keep in mind. If you get like high impact water on this shirt, of course it's going to absorb some of it. But if it's like a light rain or something, most of the water will just come right off. It'll just roll off of the shirt itself. And I'll even do another small test of me just kind of moving around on the shirt. Let me go and wipe off this so it doesn't get absorbed. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and pour some more water just at random places. As you can see, it is beating up. And I can make it just dance around on the shirt itself. As you can see, just moving around. Unfortunately, since there's so much light coming in, it is going to be a little hard to see. But if I was to smush it into the shirt, it will absorb some of that water. So as you can see, it's still beating, so it will roll off, but I'm trying to make it absorb into the shirt by pressing it in. And as you can see, some of it is now going in, but at the same time, some of it is coming off because it is very difficult for it to absorb in since it is waterproof or water resistant. So let me go ahead and wipe some of that off. So anyways, like I mentioned, really nice to have, especially if it's raining or something, or if you were to wear it to like a water park or something too, or, amusement park where there are water rides. It will dry off really quickly, which honestly is probably where I'm going to be wearing this shirt the most. And it is starting to dry really quickly. The first spot that we had has already dried off. It was in this area. And these spots are slowly starting to dry up now. So I think it is time we do a coffee test on this and see how well it works. All right, so we went and took the shirt outside, and I tossed about half a cup's worth of coffee on it. As you can see, most of it just fell right off. Normal shirts usually would just absorb it all in. You can see a little bit of it being absorbed up there. And then what I did was I pulled it up into a little pocket there, so that way it would absorb a little bit better. So that way we have something to wash off, and then I threw the rest on it. You can see a couple small coffee stains, and here I go just trying to throw some water on it. Probably could have done this a lot better, but yeah, just tossed a bunch of water on it and saw if it would come out on its own. As you'll see, it does kind of lighten the coffee stains a little bit just by tossing water on it like that.
but it's not going to be the most ideal way of getting out the stain, obviously. My suggestion at this point would be to take it inside and rub it in like a bathtub with your hands, just kind of like smush the shirt together. Here I'm just kind of like wringing it out a little bit as well. But as you can see, for the most part, just by like rinsing it with some water straight from the bottle, for the most part, most of the coffee stains did come out. There is, of course, some that's still there, but I think it did a pretty good job with just tossing on some water, rubbing it like that. This is where I got most of the stains out, was just by rubbing it like this. And you'll see that, again, for the most part, most of the stains are gone. That's what I love about this shirt. It really is cool to see how easy it is to just remove all those stains so easily, so effortlessly. And honestly, it's hard to beat that. So now what I'm gonna go and do is, after this, I ended up letting it dry in the bathtub for a bit. I also did a little bit more in the tub to just like rub out a little bit more, just to be sure that all the stains will come out. And I didn't use any soap or anything, just straight hand and water. And I'll show you the final results here in a bit.
Okay, so I finally finished letting it dry out. Unfortunately, I accidentally folded it, so it's got some creases again. But yeah, so let's take a look and see if we can find any of those coffee stains from before. So hopefully this won't be too hard to see. Let's lower that ISO a bit. So some of the coffee stains that I got on it, that I was able to wash out immediately from that video, probably a little hard to tell, but I kind of just scrubbed the cloth a little bit with some water and it came out really quickly. So let's see if you can see any of those coffee stains. I personally don't see any, but I'm just trying to show you on the cloth itself that there aren't any. Then we'll move up a little bit as well, because we did have majority of the spillage on top. And yeah, as far as you can see, as far as I can see at least, there aren't any stains on the front, and there shouldn't be any on the back either, since, well, I threw it on the front. But let's take a look, nice close look there. Yeah, nothing back here either. So you can see, just making sure to show you all the possible angles I can. Yeah, this shirt handled just fine in that beautiful coffee that I threw at it. And yeah, honestly, I think this shirt is a game changer. Having this type of techwear that just will let you get it completely stained and just wash out almost immediately is just amazing. Personally, I like to not waste too much, but if you guys want me to try like condiments or other drinks on here, let me know. What I'll do is I'll make some TikToks of me doing small samples of like, ketchup or, soy sauce or something, sodas, and I'll just toss little bits on here so you can see if it comes off. And yeah, make sure to check my TikTok for that. Comment on my TikTok, because I do have a TikTok of me pouring water on this that you can comment on. I will try to make more content for this. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Link for the product description below as always. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this.